Эй, всем привет, вы на канале Дар, меня зовут Сергей, и это Hogwarts Legacy. Очень классная и замечательная игрушка, кстати, мне очень понравилась. Яблоко сожрали, я только что проснулся, поэтому немножко буду подтупливать. И еще у меня опять эта долбаная каталергия, все время кашляю, чихаю, то есть просто чихаю. Найдите свою гостиную. Ну, как бы 5-й курс, да. По-любому представиться надо. Они-то друг друга уже по-любому знают. Себастьян какой-то. Слизерина.
You're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
А по поводу какой передряги? Откуда ты все знаешь? Кто рассказал?
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Короче, наверное,
Lumos.
это запретные эти, типа, нельзя.
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Можно кому-то причинить вред? Нельзя.
Lumos. Protego.
Так, хорошо.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
My father sends you on. Perhaps mind what you're doing there?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Прикол.
Checkmate. Told you.
Имельда Рейс. Ой,
You
такая
should
испугалась,
listen
да?
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Да откуда они все знают? Тут говорил же никому ничего не говорить.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Так, скучновато говорит. Нихера себе, ну, профессионал в шахматах. Воу! Хорош. Красиво. Мы под водой? Или это заклинание такое?
How many letters do you think come in and out of?
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous.
Брак.
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Да уж, смотрю, ты знаешь, как сделать...
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Aha, you're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm
Он
especially
слепой?
proud of.
Он не смотрит на меня
He was
почему-то.
obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from
Он
that
на меня
tree.
даже не смотрит. Он не видит меня, что ли?
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ну,
Thank you,
приятно
Ominous.
познакомиться с
Very
тобой.
nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Так он слепой, да? Или мне показалось это?
Slytherin in here. Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs. How many hours do you think?
Хорошо, иду. Так, наверх. Встретиться с профессором Уизли возле гостиной. Мне очень немножко раздражает директор. Он какой-то странный.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
Ну да.
Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the
Sov.
end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Опа, книжка. Ничего себе.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Давайте.
This way.
Так, а тут какой-то сундук. Блин, что-то пчих напал на меня прям капитально. Пчихаю без...
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also
Зараза.
help you to be alert to your surroundings.
Воу, что за звуки? Я иду, профессор. Это лестницы, которые перемещаются, звуки,
The
да?
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Стой, сундук, еще один.
Why
Whoa.
don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Как?
Lumos.
Она не хочет. Он не хочет класть. Так, у ворота. Ревелио, блин. Статуя Кельма. Страница руководства. Эта статуя изображает Кельпи, водяного демона, оборотня, родом из Ирландии и Великобритании, который обычно принимает форму лошади с длинной гривой. Самый крупный Кельпи, о котором когда-либо сообщалось, это Несское чудовище в Шотландии.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
А вот это кто?
Inside and outside of the castle.
Блять! Я хотел просто почитать. Да блин! Тут много сундуков разных. И не только, походу, да?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Центральный зал. Тут есть только лестница Хогвартса. Нет, центральный зал. А, вот есть.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Ну, это экономит время, согласен.
You can
Это
get
понятно.
almost
Это в каждой игре так
anywhere in the
экономит.
castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Сливочного пива.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily,
Конечно,
your
пятый курс
professors have
сразу.
agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to
Удачи.
use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you.
Очень много
I was
болтовни.
hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, задание на карте, да? Ого. Сундуки, страницы, статуэтки, маски, астрономические столы.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так, хорошо. А это что такое?
Revelio.
Что за хрень летает?
Revelio.
Статуя Григория Стивага, страница руководства. Эта статуя изображает средневекового волшебника, с заикающей ухмылкой Григория Стивага. Он известен тем, что изобрел елейную мазь, которая заставляет пьющего верить, что тот, кто дал им это зелье, является их лучшим другом. Как подобрать эту хрень? Кубик.
Revelio.
Вот эту страницу как словить? Ее же можно как-то словить, да? Она не ловится. Не ясно пока. Ну там сундук.
Revelio.
How nice to see you,
There was
my young
something
friend.
else too. A dash of powder for the spleen, I think.
Speaking of astronomy, I'm surprised you're not fixated on.
Так, а куда идти-то? Так, в эту сторону, да? Воу, воу, ты нажал. Это заклинание, да? Их достаточно много. Ага.
Revelio.
А, вот, открылось. О, ну и туманище тут сейчас.
What are you up to now?
Ничего себе. Ты призрак или кто? Похож на призрака. Так, ну это я не умею открывать.
Revelio.
Стоп. Портрет Иллиуса, страница руководства. На этой картине изображен юный волшебник-сирота по имени Иллиус, который, как известно, спас свою деревню от армии дементоров и темного волшебника Разидиана, вызвав Патронуса в виде мыши. Я уровень получу. Так, это задание. Коллекция, инвентарь. О, снаряжение. Просто черные. Ага. Очки есть. Ага. Вот такая вот шляпа. Темная кепка. Так, ну тут, в принципе, все получается, да? Коллекции. Это то, что я сейчас понаходил. Ну да. Испытания, задания. Легендарные перчатки получу какие-то. А чё, я тут не все просмотрел? А вот, страница руководства. Так, очки. Угу. У меня уже есть очки, получается. Очки с регалиями Хогвартса. Пара очков для отважных исследователей Хогвартса. Получение за сбор страниц руководства Хогвартса. То есть, в смысле, внешний вид. Это что такое? Ха. Ха. Прикол, нифига себе. Мантия темных искусств. Вау. Ну, я прям похож на плохого, наверное. Так, наверх. Что я там уловил? Это поверху звук идет, да? Так, об этой статуе ничего узнать нельзя, да? Ля, он любит крутить компасы. Как узнать, какая статую можно подойти, какой нет? Будет как-то отображено, да? А вот это что за сундук? Страшно интересно. Посеребренеем. А ну-ка, давай посмотрим. Дают защиту. Мы так и оставим пока очки. Где-то сундук. Наверное, надо мной.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit bargain. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic.
Так. Учиться.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Нихера не знает.
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Акцион.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as I assume you have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside.
А, может, вот так листочки я буду приманивать, которые летают. У меня друг хотя бы появился какой-то уже по школе. Подружка, то есть, скорее. Наверное.
I've always
продолжаем.
fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Так, и что надо делать?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio. Now, think of this like... Very good. Splendid! Not to worry. Excellent control there.
Мало очков.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Начнем вот так.
Let us see this.
Ничего себе!
There we go.
50.
Stay focused.
Можно заново!
Be sharp.
Да ну хорошо.
That is how it's done.
Я понял, где его нужно останавливать.
That's it.
Here we go.
Да не, она выиграла. Она прям молодец. Мне нужно было ни одного шара без этого. А можно сбить как-то ее шар вот так? Типа, смотри. Ну, типа, нечестно, да, сделать?
Quite impressive.
Не, а можно заново? Я понял, как чё как.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Вай.
There we go.
Так. Нет! Нет! Не падай! Нет! Сука!
Your composure.
Be sharp.
Так, они катятся довольно быстро, кстати. Очень хорошо. Вот если 5 тем так не затупил.
Let us see this.
Давай, скинь! Звездец тебе, я выиграл. Только не упади. Есть!
Well done.
Да.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Тут один я хлопал, кажется.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here.
Ну, извините.
It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
А чем пользуется?
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you
До встречи.
Accio on humans. Revelio.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing.
А ты кто?
Precise, Sebastian.
After my brother learned the summon...
A word, if you would.
Так, давайте на этом, наверное, ребят, мы закончим. Всем спасибо за просмотр, комментируйте, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. Спасибо за... Чего? Почему нельзя? Я хочу сохраниться. Ладно, продолжим, потом сохранюсь.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Задание завершено. Мне, по-моему, перчатки даже дадут. Сейчас.
Revelio.
Разве нет? И не только, да? Так, а у меня тут что-то 11 из 88. Прям очень много. А, вот она. Дополнительный контент. То есть, как бы... Подожди. А, это перчатки ж, ёпты. А чем они легендарные? Ну, мне как-то что-то эти больше нравятся. Все, ребята, не болейте, берегите себя и своих близких. Пока-пока.